Welcome to the 1 week anniversary of the item shop launching. Now, why am I making a video on Valentine's Day? Because today I wanted to listen to the people and see what the community truly think about the new item shop, its prices, its rotation, and of course, the items. Let's get right into it. Also, one of the coolest animated cars ever just dropped, so we might as well take a look at that too. But first, let's take a look at the stats. Dun dun dun! Woo, the stats. I kept very detailed statistics for the first cycle of the item shop, and believe it or not, this data will actually probably explain a lot about player feedback. Firstly, the average day of the item shop would cost you $313,000. That might sound high, and there's a reason. Because the hot dog mobile on day number 1 cost $750K, which was more than any other item shop. So if we ignore the first day as an outlier, then we get a much more realistic average of around $200,000 for a daily item shop. That's not that bad. However, the daily item shop price has actually been going up. This could be some bad news for you guys who might not have a lot of cash. The first item shop that did not have the hot dog mobile cost $130K. The second one cost $175K. The third one cost $193K. The fourth one cost $200K, and up until we see yesterday's item shop, which cost $330K. And I would not be surprised if today's item shop, whenever that is going to cost more than that. So this might be completely irrelevant numbers to you guys who have a lot of cash, but if Nightstripe continues to push the item shop prices like this, then it could mean a lot of newer players simply don't buy everything. You know, they only get to buy the items that they actually want, which is pretty interesting. On the contrary, the price of the featured items section has actually dropped significantly. We only have 2 data points to go off of, so this information might not be that accurate yet, but the price of the featured items dropped from a combined $9 million the first week to a total of $5.3 million the second week. This is definitely because of player feedback. And throughout the week, I saw tons of people on Discord complaining about how they didn't have enough money to buy the item shop's awesome weekly items. Now, keep in mind that the Discord is mostly the upper class of Nitrotype, and if the upper class can barely afford 1 week of the item shop, then the lower class and the newer players might not even be able to afford one of the featured cars, which is definitely very unfortunate. Now, we don't want to lower the price too much. These featured items are still supposed to be very expensive. You should have to cough up a fair bit of cash in order to buy the best items of the week. However, I think it should be possible for people to at least buy one of the featured items each week if they don't spend any of their money like anywhere else on the item shop. Now, enough about stats. What about the actual content of the shop? Each daily rotation consisted of 1 car, 1 sticker, and 1 title, and it's been said before that this is like filler content so that Nightstripe can make more fun things like trails and all animations and that fun stuff. And for the most part, the cars were pretty normal, not that interesting, except for a few exceptions like the hot dog mobile. The titles also weren't that standout. I mean, there's some decent ones in there. There's some ones I can see a newer player using, but not really for like an experienced player. You're probably gonna have something better. And most of the stickers were also pretty boring, I'd say, especially like some of the emoji ones. I'm not a fan of those whatsoever. But I would also argue that the daily items aren't actually supposed to be the biggest standout feature of the item shop. They're supposed to be more of like a starter pack for new players who might not have awesome event cars and animations and all that fun stuff yet. So now, what about the featured items? We've seen 4 animated cars so far, and I must say I am very, very impressed. The truck and the Bimmer Prism were a pretty solid way to start off week 1, and for week 2, dude, look at this car is so sick! Dude, the Lamborghini Vengeance is easily a 10 out of 10 car. The name, the animation, the sleekness, and the design of it, everything is perfect. Plus, this darn little thing only cost $3.5 million. That is insane. Oh my god. Nice, dude. Also, there's like some flame rod skin floating around. I don't know what the other car is. Not that important. But dude, look at the Vengeance. The Vengeance is so cool. So, I mean, I guess my point is I'm definitely impressed with the featured items of the item shop. But yeah, if we want to talk more about the animations, it seems like Nightstripe's going with a very, I wouldn't say simplistic, but basically a pretty simple animation, idea, concept they're trying to go with. They're not trying to make anything too flashy, too fancy. They're just making solid animations that look decent, right? They're not trying to make like the next Mona Lisa or anything. It's just supposed to be a solid animation. It's not supposed to be like insanely cool looking. I mean, the glam rod is kind of flashy, but I don't know, man. It's interesting. But yeah, I definitely think that the item shop is going pretty well so far. The featured items have definitely been like top tier, especially the Bimmer Prisms animation and the new Lamborghini. That thing is so sick. My favorite car, not my favorite car, but like it's going up there in like the top 10, I'd say, which is pretty solid because there's a lot of really good cars on Nitro. Now, what should Nightstripe do moving forward with the item shop? I think the first thing is continue to make, more animated cars, right? I think the second thing they want to do is expand the diversity of, like, what they have in the item shop. Because for now, all we have in the daily item shop are cars, stickers, and titles. And so soon, I want to see things like animated trails, name tags, player banners, all these things that we've been like talking about for a long time now, since like last summer, which is wow, that's almost a year ago. But yeah, so basically we've been talking about like all these things like animated trails and all that fun stuff for almost a year. And I think now that Nightshade has a place to sell that stuff in the item shop, I really want to see it like come to the item shop, because that's supposed to be the entire point of the item shop, so we can sell all the new things that Nightshade's been working on. Problem is, we're only seeing like the new things in the featured content. I want to see the new things everywhere. So that's just my 2 cents. Also, I think it would be nice to listen to more player feedback and see what to do about the prices. I think they've done a pretty solid job with the prices so far. I think that the featured content prices have gone down from the first week, which is good because 9 million a week is that's a pretty solid amount. And so dropping that to 5.3 million for the second week, I think that's much better. And if we follow the trend, the daily item shop has been going way up. It went from 130k to 330k in the first week. So I don't know how far they're gonna push that. I think that around 300k is pretty solid. And also, you want to keep in mind that most players aren't going to buy everything in it. Like, well, I just said in it. Tommy in it. No, okay. Most players aren't going to buy everything in the daily item shop simply because not most, but there's some things in the daily item shop that just don't look that good. Like if we look at today's item shop, and I'll go to it in a second. If we look at today's item shop, for instance, I bought everything just because I had the money to do it, but I can definitely see some people not buying the Auto Avenger title, or some people not buying whatever this car is, right? Just because there's, some things that people might not want. Maybe they're saving money for these cars, whatever. I think that most people buy the Salt sticker. That's a really cool sticker, but like every single day is going to have a couple items that like players just won't buy because like it's just not worth the money, right? And I guess that's one, like, perk of the item shop is that you're not required to buy everything. I do because I have the money to do so, and I can't really do anything else with my money. But if you have a limited amount of cash, you don't really have to buy everything in the item shop. If you don't like an item, you don't need to buy it. You can just save your money for a better item. So I think that's one of the good things about, like, being able to choose what you buy is that, if you don't like an item, you don't have to buy the item. You're not, like, legally required to buy every item in the item shop. I know there's some people that buy every item just so they can have every item, but I would only do that if you, like, realistically have enough cash to buy every item. Because if you think about it, there's, 6 days a week this thing's updating, so that's 21 items per week. 6 times 3 plus the 2, wait, no, it's 20. 20 items per week. That's 20 items per week. That's a lot of items. You guys don't need to buy all of them. So if you think that the item shop may be too expensive for you, try not buying some of the items you don't want, and that should work out great. And then if you don't have the money to buy some of the richer items, then that's kind of unfortunate. I guess race more. I guess just earn more money. I mean, it's harder to earn more money now that the cash update's happening, but whatever. Yeah, anyways, look at this car, dude. This car is so sick. Lamborghini Vengeance, this is the best looking car. I love this car. The animation's so clean. Everyone buy this car right now. Lamborghini Vengeance, 10 out of 10. This car's flipping fantastic, dude. And I'm on the glam rod. No, get the glam rod out of here, please. Not the glam rod. I've also seen a lot of people complaining that you can't sell cars anymore, so people's garages are looking a bit ugly. I have to agree with that. My garage looks god awful right now because I'm not even bothering to organize it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's the reason that you can't sell cars anymore is because there's no dealership. So it kind of makes sense, but it's also really annoying for people who care how their garage looks. I get it. I get it. And it's not really much you can do. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Please, 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 please be sure to drop your opinions down in the chat. Is the item shop too expensive? Is the item shop not expensive enough? Do you guys like the items? Is the Lamborghini Vengeance a 10 out of 10 car like I said it is? Because it is. It is. This car is 10 out of 10. There's nothing you can say to change my mind. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next video. Also, we are getting really close to 10K subscribers. Please. Thank you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone, and have, as always, a wonderful day. Peace.